Hello everybody, my name is Brody Hastings and today we're taking over a team called Russin from Wales 2nd Division. My job within here, I want to win the Champions League with this team on Football Manager 24 console. I'm here to show off my skills and see how I do. I've not done a challenge this hard before. This would be one of my hardest challenges yet. So I'm going to try my best to see what I can do and we'll see what happens. They're an okay team from 10th in their media prediction, local club, 2,000 capacity, JD Welsh Cup. We should have a really good season. We have 3 cups to go into, and I think we should be doing quite well this round. This season is about getting promotion to the 1st division, but we have to see what kind of squad we have and the finances. So let's take a look what the finances are like here. So you can see that they've won a couple trophies. Usually they just won one trophy, but they've won 2 of that trophies there. It's quite interesting how they've went through their seasons up. They've had a good up stage, I think, from doing pretty good and then going really badly down. Now they're back up to the top of that 2nd division. I think we should be looking for some good players if we have the money. Definitely we should be looking for some good players, but let's just take a look what they want us to do. But first off, I want to take a look of where is this team right now and how much teams is there. 16 teams. We should be interested because first game is here for us against Mold Alex. It'll be interesting for us. I'm really interested to see how we really do. We have a good team, I say. We'll have to check it first, but I say we could have a good team. So definitely, this guy's going to check out first. Is a star player for us. 5 stars this player is. And this player, wow. I think he has a good ability of pace. Now, my problem with him is that he is not a passing defender. So I'm a wee bit concerned about his first touch of pressing could be really dangerous for our team here if a team's pressing us, definitely. Marking's brilliant, passing needs to improve, though that's my thing. He is running out of contract, I'm a wee bit worried about, but he is going to be a good player, I hope. Aggression on him's brilliant, concentration, he is a 5-star player for us. Reports say he could improve a lot, but my worry is that he doesn't have it really with the poor technique after the competitive streak, which can sometimes lead them depending on the rules. He's selfish, can only play in one position, doesn't enjoy big matches. This is a problem for me because he's greedy and he can't play big matches, which is something I'm kind of worrying about. But where he's played is a wee bit but he's played with Ruffin for a while. He's had the pierces where he's needed. 63 pierces, 1 goal. This guy's had no injuries. I'm pretty good with him. I think he's gonna do some damage this year, but he have to develop him really well. Yeah, I think Vita will be an interesting player to look at. Let's take a look at Morris. He's another star player with some good first touch. Now, 27 years old, contracts were running out as well. Finishing first is not the best. Depends what kind of team I have. Dribbling is not the best either. Heading, long shots is a wee bit out there for me. It's the acceleration what's quite I'm a wee bit happy with. Determination and leadership and decisions. They're showing good but I don't know how long he lasts. Like, is he gonna do good? I don't know how far he can go into this league. Can only play in one position, selfish player. we should be looking at a really good game, I said, but he's going to be interesting. I think his stats have been really good for the past season, but what we've been looking at is he's a roofing player. He's been out there 73 goals and 135 appearances. Injury is nothing really. He's really got something about him, I think, but I think he's not in the training really selfish. I don't know if he's going to be here next season, but I need to think of how these players react to it here. El Mari, he is Italian, regular starter. He's out of contract as well, going out. Pace on this guy, I think, is a big worry for every team now. Aggression 15. My problem is dribbling is okay, but this guy don't think he can play football. If he's these attributes I think he has is a wee bit off. I think he needs something better. I think he needs some development. I think he's good in overall, but I can't see. He's not in big matches either, but there's players out there who could do well. I'm interested in him, but I don't know. He comes from Italy, then comes from Switzerland. Now he's here in Wales. He's only had 8 appearances and no injuries, which is good for now. I hope he's very well fitted. So yeah. I think we'll be looking at how could this team be? Is this a defensive team or not? Charlie Williams, team interested. This could be a really leaderish player, I think. Premiership. The team's going to be wanting players we have who's pretty good and buying them, which is something I don't want to really do right now until I get money. Natural fitness, he is going to be a good player, I think. Acceleration's fast as well. He's one of the fast players I think we should have. Aggression, we have a good aggressive team, I think. First touch, 10, brilliant. Long shots, 5. He's still development. The passing, 22. He's a youngster still who can go for it. He could go to the Premier League, which is quite exciting, but he's running out of contracts again. There's players everywhere right now who's losing their contracts. Available for loan, a hot prospect. This player actually, I think he's actually better than the other winger, Jake Hampson. Very interesting player. I say that he has something about him. Definitely knows how he can play football. I think that he's not the fastest player, but he could be there for a 3-5-3. He's on loan. If he's available for loan, he's a North Standard player, though, which is kind of sad for me. But I think he could do way better and go further with those attributes right now. He can go further, I think. He's really good, I think. He can play right back as well, which is pretty good. He's handy to have, I say. G.O. in this midfield is pretty good, I say. So, never a good player again, but out of contract almost again, which I'm getting a wee bit annoyed about. He is unlikely to prove sadly, but the poor heading, very poor when it comes to market. It doesn't feel good. Our team is not really happy in big matches, but we have a lot of subs. Anyways, we'll be coming back to that. Let's take a look at what the board wants us to do. Right, negotiate. Wants us to work with wage budget. Go for club's reputation. Tier League 2 Cup. Then that's my contract expiring. Quota. So, maybe looking like it that the team I have could possibly get me promoted if I have really good money. Wait, let's see what the money I have right now. Okay, we have that's gonna be a problem. I think maybe it could be not that bad, but we are gonna be looking for new players out there soon. Like Ben Yash is a player who a lot of clubs are interested in. He's running out of contract, and I might think about getting into the race of this boy because there's teams who want him, but on loan, I am interested in getting this guy on loan because the attributes of him is aggression 11, acceleration 12. This guy's fast as well. The first touch though is the problem, and I hate it when it comes down to that. Tackling is brilliant, marking's okay. We need Ben Nash. I'm not quite sure he's going to be interested in joining. Connor Young. We're looking. See, we don't have barely any centre backs. I don't think. Yeah, the centre back situation we may have is a wee bit bad. I'm looking for youngsters out here who could possibly get us into. We'll look at Harry Martin here. Hot prospect, definitely has some good aggression on him. Jump and reach. Determination 17 is something we really need, and I think that could really help us. Looking at it though, it's going to be tough. He could improve a lot, and I think so as well, because with those attributes. But my thing is that can he possibly go further than I expect? Ethan Davis, I've not seen this guy. He is 20. Determination, natural fitness, 16. We do not have players who can do good crossing or corners really, except Hampson. Nash, I'll take a look, because I think we're going to need a good crosser. A fast player again, available for loan. We have a lot of work to do, I think, with this. With this team we have, it's going to be tough, because Arthur King has a good bit of crossing, which is what I'm happy to see. But then, the passing on him is good. I think he has something onto him. Looking at the reports, he could be a North Standard as well. We don't have players, we only have a couple who can get to the Premier. We want players who can make it really far. I say that youngsters we need who can get on free is quite important right now, because I don't think promotion is possible this season, I don't think. Which is kind of sad, because I think we have a good team, except that the touches on this team and that is just a wee bit out of reach for me. We're just losing players, and I don't want to lose these players because we have a really good team. He could be a Premier player. He's still young, Ben Hughes. I want to keep these players who could still improve, and I know these players can still improve. Like, the bench we have is pretty good, and the players we all have, it means we could sell some of these players, I say, for money to get some players we hope could take us. Another player here who has an okay finishing but can't pass really. I'm already looking at him and saying no, I don't think, because I don't think he has something on him. We're looking at maybe even Prosper. Another player who's interesting for me again. But crossing. It's the finishing and it's just the touches. I'm looking for players out here right now. Maybe alone is something I could be looking at as well at the same time. But there just seems to be teams everywhere. Like, trying to find a young talent is really tough right now. Because I want to find a really, really young talent what could possibly take me to the really high stages. But I don't want to buy a player who then will go back to his team or is in the same league as me or in a higher league. Because I want to find a player there. So non-contract or expired. Maybe check. Kane Jones. Look for those young talents out here. So he's a decent striker actually, who can still improve a lot. I think he can improve a really lot. I'm gonna get the scouts on him, but where has he played? He's played in Wales again. This guy not played any appearances. I feel sorry. Keane Jones, a good player. I think he's talented here. Joe Evans, take a look at him. A young keeper again. Just looking for young people for free or on loan who I can get. Well, I'm looking for maybe a possible attacking midfielder or possibly like a right winger like this guy. This is the guy I think we'd be looking at right now because this guy has something. Work rate, teamwork, determination. This guy has something. Where has he played though? Is my thing. He's played for Wrexham, but he hasn't played any matches. But I am willing to give him his first match, I think, because he's played him pretty. He has experience with all these teams. We could take him in, I think. So let's say this now. We're coming up to our first game soon, but we have to go and take a look at this. A whole team needs a contract. It's really gonna hurt us, I think. And to make this work, it's gonna be really, really tough. But I think offering these youngsters who've got good potential, offering contracts to them is big because Hugh Lloyd, another midfielder who's got amazing potential, I want him to go out loan. He is selfish. I don't want selfish players on my team. And the players I am willing to sell could just go like that, and I'm okay with them leaving. Arthur King, he's another player who is a starter, but I don't think he's ready for the big leagues here. Curtis Pearson, he's okay. The acceleration, agility, pace, and that, pretty good. First touch, he's good there, but it's passing. If you're a midfielder, you need to have a good passing here. Alone, I think is a good option, but still, I don't think he can make it. He's had some appearances for teams, I don't know who, but he is going to make somewhere, I think. But we'll be looking at how we do. I think the next video will be looking at let's play our first game, because I am still trying to figure out this whole team here. It's getting really hard here. Like Keane Jones, this would be a good signing. They all think that we have players here who we can get. I always do this set piece, and I am going to look at it later. But I'm wondering if I have a really tall player going for these corners. Now, who is the Arthur King? How tall can Arthur King be? Like, well, hold on. Make sure. What is he? He has played with him as well. We're looking for players who we can sell. I think what we're going to be looking at is players who we're going to sell who, like Brian Jones for instance, who's young and it doesn't look like he's going to make it far. Well, he's got good finishing though. He can make 5-star ability, which is quite exciting for a player we have right there, and harms. But we have to be looking at what players could we get rid of here. What the attributes he does. He is a player I'm going to be looking at to keep. I think Jones will stay, but what I'm looking at right now is Dan Goldson. The team's interested in him, and I am willing to transfer him for some money. But he is a good goalkeeper. He could reach North Standard as well, but making that extra money could be really, really handy for us. What I'm really hoping to do. So I think I've been looking at this kid, and I think he could He has good leadership. He has this. He's been at this team. He's had a full season almost with Ruffin, almost. But with my perspectives, I don't think he can do it. But I think offering this player for maybe 1k here, 1.4k would be good. Plus, I kind of want buyback price. No, actually, I'm not going to do that one actually. And I want a 5% of the profit we make from the next sale. Whatever team comes in with that offer would be, I'm happy to accept. I'll be quite surprised if someone does accept it. Now, here we go. A player who's got good bit of experience here. He's got the first touch. He's got the stuff what could get us through this first season. But where has he been these years is my question. Has he played in Premier? He's not. But he has experience and he has been a player here for maybe years, and he's a leading for our drill side, but I think he could be a leading player for our side right now. This player doesn't look like he's got a lot of cons, and I don't think he's going to make it anymore. I think Curtis Pearson is going to go unknown, of course. Oisin Davies, he's got the jump and reach. He's a really good player, and I'm not going to get rid of these midfielders we have. But players we're looking at means I'm trying to look at players who I could sell for money, who's not going to go for much. Now, Mike Sharps, don't think he has it anymore in him either. I don't think he's going to be the way I want to play. But I think what I'm going to do is sell him as well. I think I'm going to sell him out for a lot of money. 1k again. I think I'm just going to sell him for 1k maybe. Maybe not actually. I don't think I will. Now we have Warrington Rylands, Northern Premier League. We have not that bad of a fixtures coming up. As long as we just get this done with. Looking at players right now who could get me veteran players right now. Now, I'm not looking at any players right now to really buy, but I'm looking for maybe like Daniel John. He's excellent signing for the future, and I think so as well because he could be North, but he is fast first off, which is brilliant for this youngster who's just about to turn 20 soon. The vision, work rate, passing's good. It's just the long shots and that is a really big problem for us. And I'm thinking about giving this kid a contract, and I think I will get this kid a contract. They're not starting much for our team, but definitely one for the future, I think. I think he's going to be worth an offer. And he's a hot prospect as well. Yes, I know. But he is going to be a big player. Owen looks good. Finishing, another high finishing player. He's got jump and reach. He's got heading. He can header as well, which is kind of handy for those corners. But he's not played any matches either, which is kind of weird because we need a player who had some experience at least. Now, what we look at is the Wales top division and look at some youngsters on loan. And that's what I kind of want to take a look at. And if it doesn't work out as we thought it would be, then yeah. So we're going to go to the non-national teams. I think we're going to go to Newton. Let's take a look at Newton. Ryan Sears. We have there's some expensive players in this team. Now, so teams from our league want some. I am looking for players like maybe Callum Roberts, good player again as well. Let's take a look in that reserve squad. Who could be maybe a helpful one there? We'll look at that. I think he could be good, but I don't know he is. It's this row here of the stats is a wee bit worrying. I want to scout him and see what he can do. What my team thinks of him. Another good player, fast. Well, he's okay fast. I think he could be there somewhere in that history. Like, he's played 3 games, professional games. Shrewsbury League 1. If he's been in that team for Shrewsbury, then there is something about this kid. He is Italian. These Italian players are just coming in fast. I think we have a good team right now, but this means we're just looking for players who could get us just into that higher bit in this division we're in right now. But I think we have some players coming through who could possibly get us really high. It's a winger I'm looking for, and I don't know how long that's going to be. But our first friendly is going to be happening soon, so see you in the next video. See ya.